It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Cards on Monday night.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Murray gonna throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Into the hands of Nichols. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Take it at the 37. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Purdy's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down, 49ers.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. This one goes underneath to Walker. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 2. When you look at this defense, they've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Purdy. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He'll take it at the 42. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go play action here. Purdy. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker.
And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job at coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. This defense for the Niners, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Murray now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 45-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trey McBride, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Look at the big man rumble. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Walker. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Cardinals, nothing.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
On the give, this is Nichols.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Trent McDuffie
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the carry, it's Nichols.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Here's Purdy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man open, it's Chase.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Fighting him off. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Justin Jefferson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
1st and 10 at the 47.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Now Murray off play action.
And that's going to be incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, Not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Middle of the field to Jefferson. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Purdy will look to throw again here.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the gun, Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter.
This 2nd and 4. Now Purdy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Purdy.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Justin Jefferson
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. To throw is Murray. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at
the Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Murray now on first down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Murray to air it out again.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Murray now to throw.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Purdy. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
And the 49ers 1st down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to Walker on 1st down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Niners continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Purdy now to throw.
And Walker has it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 67 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And going right back to Walker.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Here's Walker.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ken Walker.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Niners are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So out now come the Cardinals.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner, to put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Rivers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And Walker once more. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Purdy off the play fake. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamar Chase from a yard out. And the 49ers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Murray going to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Nichols. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10. Murray now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, Murray. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Purdy bootlegging it. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter, but do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Murray. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can
Murray fighting, lost the football, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Here now, second and 4. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They run again with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.